Hello, lovelies. Welcome to Wicked Wednesdays. I'm Mrs. B, and I am sipping on passion flower tea. Passion flower tea is delicious, and it's very soothing, very calming, and I'm going to be sipping on this while we do our Wicked Wednesday reading. So let's get to it. So, lovelies, what we have here are 3 piles. I'm trying something new. Hold my tea. Hold my tea. I'm trying something new. So you might notice on my table here, I have 3 piles of cards, and each pile has a different gemstone. This is selenite, this is bornite, and this is turquoise. I'll get to those in a minute, but I also wanted to show you my new pretty things. Okay, we talked about rose quartz last time, right? I also have leopard agate, and it's just a good grounding stone to have. And then of course, amethyst helps with things like insomnia, it helps with sleep, it helps with anxiety, it helps with breaking free from bad habits, addictions, things like this. It's also a good stone to have in your corner. It's a very healing stone. This is a pendulum, and it is made of labradorite. Labradorite is a meteor type stone that was basically formed from a meteor that hit the earth. And it has all of the energies and powers from the universe as it made its way through outer space to our atmosphere. So it has a lot of strong energies with it. And it also has representations of all the chakras. Remember when I did my chakra meditation? So it's got, the red, the orange, yellow, green, blue, and so forth. And so, so this is a very powerful stone in its own right, but then it also has the power of the chakras as well. And so what we do with pendulums are great for answering quick yes or no type questions. They're also great for, it's just another form of divination. As far as sometimes you can find lost items with a pendulum, but it's neat. It's one of my favorite things here. Of course, I've got my sandalwood incense from Charlotte's Mystical Web. It's wonderful. And I also have, check this out, a little pumpkin mug, right? But in my pumpkin mug, I have all these different little charms. And they're, different things that can represent different things. So I may do a little bit of charm reading at the end of this. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But I'm excited. So the way we're going to do this is each deck you might feel kind of pulled, or you might feel, a certain deck or a certain stone might resonate with you. So pick a pile, any pile, and I'm going to read each deck. This is deck 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So, I'm going to start with deck 1 with turquoise group, turquoise people. We're going to set these to the side. Alright, this is a new thing, so bear with me because I'm trying something new, but I hope it works and I hope it resonates with more people. So we've got the Two of Cups, the Chariot, the Eight of Pentacles. So with the Two of Cups, this has to do with partnerships. It has to do with emotions. It has to do with sharing your emotions and your feelings with other people. This may be a love partnership. It may be a new relationship. It may be a new job, but it feels new and it feels like you've received an invitation of some sort. Like I said, this could be a love interest. This could be a job. It could be a multitude of different things, but the main thing here is you've got some emotions, you've got some partnership, you've got some agreement, invitation. These are key words here, right? Here you have the Chariot. The Chariot always indicates movement of some sort. You might be moving to a new city to start a new job. You might be just basically moving forward. And trying to find balance in the mix of all of that. So the Chariot usually indicates movement forward. The Eight of Pentacles is the Student's card. It's another student card. It has to do with learning new skills. It has to do with mastering the art of whatever it is you're doing. And so this is mastery. So what I'm getting from this, you may be starting a new job, starting a new relationship, you may have to travel. And of course, with any new job, and I'm getting a really strong job vibe here, okay? A really strong occupational oomph right here. But with anything new, you're going to have to learn how that job operates. You're going to have to learn the culture of your new job. But this also has to do with mastering skills. This skill could be anything from making pretzels to making jewelry to starting IVs in a hospital. There could be so many different things this could be, but you're perfecting the art of your craft. And that is what is, that's what I'm really feeling here, okay? So these are my Druidcraft cards, right? The next 3 cards are from the Fairy Ring. So we've got the Yule card. Some people call it Christmas, some people call it Yule, but it's the same winter holiday, just a different brand on it sometimes, We've got the Ace of the Spring card. Let me explain something. In this deck, instead of the 4 suits that you would normally have with cups, pentacles, swords, and wands, with this you have the seasons, the 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. So this is the Ace of Spring, and this particular fairy is called Ariel. And then we have the 6 of Summer, which is Anne. So with Christmas and Yuletide, Yule is like the return of the sun. That's the celebration. This, after the winter solstice, the sun returns and we're filled with light again. The days start to get longer. There's more daylight. And so we welcome the sun back into our lives. And so this has to do with that new beginning, that return of the light. Things are not as dark as they had seemed. And then you've got Ariel, the ace of springtime. Springtime again, new beginnings, rebirth, growth. Also, all of the aces usually represent new beginnings anyway, but this has to do with something that is brand new, and it kind of leads me back to this card. This may be some on-the-job training that you may not have had previously, and but definitely a new beginnings, starting fresh kind of vibe here. And then we've got Anne, and Anne is very childlike, as you can see. She looks like a little girl. And this is the summer card. Summer is when things flourish. This is when, you're going to be coming into your wealth. You're going to be coming into your generosity. Your abundance is going to flourish. And that's all related to this relationship up here. This new beginning is going to bring about some wonderful things. So I'm very excited for you, Group 1. And then we've got these 3 cards. These are the fairy guidance, gentle wisdom of the fairy realms. And these are oracle cards. So we have Leap. We have Kindness. That's one of my favorite cards, is Kindness. And Appreciation. I like that one too. Now, those I'm not just super familiar with, so I'm going to read to you what each card means, if you'll bear with me. The Leap card says, safe and secure on your perch, you can watch as life goes by. Do you want to watch life, or do you want to be in the play and have a starring role? Jump into your life. You already have the tools, or you will acquire them along the way. Leap and be all you can be. Leap and be all that you can be. Sounds like a leap of faith to me. It's almost like if you step forward, the path reveals itself. I'm sure you've heard that before. Let's talk about kindness. When your heart is touched by another and you show kindness and compassion, your heart becomes deeper and stronger. Learn to expand your heart's capacity while keeping it safe and healthy. Use your actions, words, and thoughts to make life kinder for others, and life will become kinder to you. Sounds self-explanatory to me. Sounds like you're taking this leap of faith, and kindness is your friend. And what you send out comes back to you. You know, it's like karma. If you are kind to other people, that will be returned to you. And then you'll have more capacity to be kinder to more people. And then we've got appreciation. It says, what joy there is in recognizing with gratitude an intrinsic value in a situation, object, or person. This heightened awareness of something allows us a glimpse into another's divinity. Keep appreciating, and it will become more than a glimpse. So this kind of goes back to the law of attraction. You attract what you focus on. And it all starts with gratitude. If you're wanting to bring good things into your life, you start in a space of gratitude for what you already have, and it will bring more of what you already have. For example, if you're wanting money, if you've got enough money to buy a meal, that's something to be very grateful for, because so many don't have that. And so when you feel that sense of gratitude and you express that gratitude for that little bit that you do have, more seems to find its way to you. And it's amazing how the universe works that way. So group 1, turquoise, I'm excited for you because you are off to an excellent journey. And let me know in the comments how that works out for you, what you think about it. All right, now we've got group 2. Group 2 is our bornite. It's also known as peacock ore. And I don't think the camera does enough justice to all the pretty colors in this stone, but I think it is beautiful. So let's see what these cards have to say. You got Princess of Swords, 7 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles. All right, so the Princess of Swords, this may be a young person, it may be a Libra or an Aquarius, but this is someone who says what's on her mind, and there is very little filter. This can be a good thing and a not so great thing, but this is someone who I get this strong rebellious energy, like some teen angst kind of stuff going on. She's got a smart mouth, she's sassy out the frame, and she can be a bit abrupt, if you know what I mean. But she's very passionate about the things that she cares about, and she will fight you over injustices and things that are not right to her. So you've definitely got a live one here, okay? And then you got the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands, there's some guardedness, not wanting to let people in, kind of pushing back against people that are trying to help you. And so it's important to have a spirit of discernment to know, is this person trying to help me, or is this person trying to just get in my business and be messy? Trust your intuition on this one, because if you've got a gut feeling that something ain't right, something ain't right. But by the same token, and when someone's trying to help you, don't bite their hand off. It's not good for you or them. But you may want to think about opening up just a little bit, softening this little sassiness here just for a little bit. Listen to what the other person has to say. And you may be able to come to some sort of truce. But as long as you got this up, this guard up, and this brick wall, you're not gonna get very far in your relationship with this person. Also, you got your 2 of Pentacles, and you're juggling. She's juggling. You're trying to balance work and school and life and kids and family, and the list goes on and on and on, and you're just trying to juggle and make everything go accordingly, and sometimes you drop the ball. Life happens. But you're trying to get things ready for this impending storm that's on the way. And so you're trying to kind of get control of the situation, because something is coming up that's going to be really, really challenging for you. So the message I'm getting here is, don't be afraid to accept help when you need it. And the universe will find a way to sort things out. But yeah, you've got a lot on your plate right there, group 2. I'm really feeling for you. So we've got the 9 of Summer. That's Jenny Greenteeth. What a name, Jenny Greenteeth, right? You've got the Lady of Winter, and that's the Blue Hag. And you've got the 4 of Autumn, and that is the Banshee. Whew, this is intense. This is very intense, y'all. Okay, so Jenny Greenteeth is saying you need to be careful of pitfalls. You need to be careful of backsliding. Chances are you're stepping into your own mess. Chances are you're being held accountable for your actions, and it doesn't feel good. It's not the nice, happy, let me learn on my path. This is the karmic kick in the pants that, the great frying pan of enlightenment is hitting you upside the head saying, pay attention, be careful, watch what you're doing, watch how it affects other people. Don't sabotage yourself. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. You've got the Blue Hag, and this is like a grandmother. I'm getting a strong grandmother vibe from this card. And yes, she's the sweet, nurturing, motherly grandmother, but she can also be quite cold and quite sharp in the things she says. On the one hand, she's very sweet. She will bend over backwards to make sure you're taken care of. But if you cross her, if you don't do something right, woo-wee, she's a live one too. This one gets it honest from this one. Just saying. Oh, I felt that. Okay, wow. So then you got the Banshee. And the Banshee is known as the fairy that heralds death. When the Celts heard the Banshee's cries, they knew someone was about to die. They were very feared, but on the other hand, this is not something to be afraid of. This is saying that something is coming to a close, something is coming to an end, and although it might be painful, it is necessary in order for you to move forward. It's a very, this reading is very, very intense. I'm feeling all the feelings right now. There's lots of anger and bitterness. There's lots of hurt feelings here. Usually that's where the anger comes from, is hurt feelings. So that there's a lot of that going on, but there is an end in sight. Okay. Let's see what the gentle guidance from the fairies says. You have joy. So that's interesting. You've got confidence, and you've got vision. So in the midst of all this not so happy, you have joy. That's interesting. So let's see what joy has to tell us. Joy says, rejoice in the beauty, grace, and abundance that is within you and your world. Dance, play, celebrate, and have fun filling your life with happiness. Celebrate and share your joy with others. This says, rejoice in the beauty, grace, and abundance that is within you and your world. So again, it kind of goes back to gratitude. When you can find the happiness and the lightheartedness and you can share your joy with others, that helps this seem a little less harsh. If you can culminate this joy within yourself, it's going to ease this stuff up. But you got to find things to be grateful for, things to find beauty in everything. And I know that sounds weird, but if you can find beauty and grace and abundance, not only in yourself, but also in the world around you, it's going to make all of this so much easier. Learn to appreciate the little things, is I think what this is trying to say. Confidence. Confidence says, poise and self-reliance make it easier to hear your inner guidance, which makes everything easier. Turn down the chatter in your mind that says you are not good enough. You may need more skills, yet you are exquisite as you are. So, I have a feeling that this young lady, or this person here, is trying to be independent, and someone is trying to hold her back from that because they're afraid she's going to get hurt. But this confidence and this self-reliance is going to make it easier to listen to your intuition. And that's going to make everything easier. Once you learn to listen to your inner guidance, listen to your gut feelings, listen to your body, that's going to help you with your confidence as well. Everybody does have, on some level, they might have a lack of confidence on some level, and they may question themselves, and that's okay. But if you can turn that inner voice off, that voice that says you're not good enough, turn that down a notch or 10, tell that voice to shut up, and appreciate yourself just as you are, and walk with confidence. Own it. This is your life. Make it what you want to, but this is what this is saying is, that's where you get that confidence. Vision. What is your desire passionately? Make it as vivid and real in your imagination as possible. Write about it. Find pictures that remind you of it. Meet people who have manifested it, and then keep your eyes open to see it. So, have you ever heard of a vision board where, you take, it could be magazine clippings, it could be pictures, it could be anything, and you put it on this board, and it represents what you want to manifest in your life. It could be money, it could be the perfect job, the family, the house, the wife, whatever it is that you're aiming for, right? And so this is saying, make that as vivid as you possibly can in your mind's eye, and don't take your eyes off of it. Affirmations help with this as well. For example, if you're trying to attract money, you might write an affirmation saying, I have enough money to buy everything I want and need and more. And own that. Feel that. Act as if you're already there. And that will help you manifest what you're after. So I don't know who needed to hear that. They got a lot of intense stuff going on, but I hope I was able to, get through and help someone through whatever they're dealing with. So on to the next one. Passion flower tea is delicious. Okay, our selenite group. Let's see here. We've got 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Ooh-wee. Pentacles. Money. Alright, so 7 of Pentacles has to do with harvest. You have put in your work. You have worked hard all year. It is time to harvest the abundance that's coming to you, that you have worked so hard for. It is time to reap the rewards of all that hard work. And it's coming to you quickly. It's blowing your mind because you're like, wow, I worked so hard for this and finally I'm here. Finally, I've got it. The feeling I get from this is like when I graduated from school, I was just like, man, I have busted my tail trying to get through this, and now I'm here. I've done it. I've accomplished something. Yay! So that's the feeling I get here. 6 of Cups has to do with emotional fulfillment. You see this guy and he's watching his kids play outside, and it's a very fulfilling relationship here. It's a very happy card, a very pleasant card, a very family focused card. I really like that. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles that's that Earth Mother energy. She is strong. She takes care of her household. She takes care of her family. She's super mom right here. And that's the vibe I get from this one. She's great with managing money. She's great with household affairs. She may have a garden, but she is definitely a very strong matriarchal type of energy here. So we've got the 3 of Spring. I believe that says Gruagach, but my Gaelic is a bit rusty, so if I mispronounce it, I apologize. We have the 8 of Spring, which is Billy Winker. Remember the fairy tale about Billy Winker? Something about him running through the town upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown or something like that. And then you've got the 6 of Autumn, which is Triamore. So what we have here is you've got kind of a bit of loneliness going on, but there's also a completion of a cycle. And it's like something has just been finished. It's the 3 of Summer. Things are beginning to flourish. But it's a little bit of a sad feeling there. A little bit of melancholy is what I'm feeling. You've got Billy Winker, and whenever I see Billy Winker, I think insomnia. Trouble sleeping, maybe some anxiety, and also, checking on things, making sure the kids are all right, making sure everybody else is taken care of. But the trouble with that is you get so focused on taking care of everybody else that it's hard to bring it back to yourself and take care of yourself. And so I think maybe that's where this sadness and melancholy is coming from, is you're burnt out. You've done everything for everybody, and you're toast, and now you're just like, now I can't sleep and I worry about everybody and it's making me sad. Then you've got Triamore here, and it's like your relationship is being tested to its breaking point. Every possible stressor that could possibly happen is happening. I mean, you may be having to do like a long distance thing with your spouse because they're in the military, or you may have to be doing or something like that, like where you're separated for a time because of work, or it's like you don't want to be separated, but other circumstances have come into play that have made it to be like this, and it's really, really stressful on the relationship. It's kind of what I'm getting here. So let's see what the fairies say. We have reward, we have guardian, and we have meditation. So let's see what these say. So reward says there is a tremendous abundance around us that we often ignore. Acknowledge the prosperity around you, and you will soon harvest the rewards. By being grateful for what you have, you will be enriched. And that is your reward. So it goes back to what I was saying earlier about law of attraction. What you focus on is what you attract. And when it starts with gratitude, when you are grateful for what you do have, yeah, maybe y'all are separated. Maybe it's not the ideal situation for a couple. Maybe you are overworked and overstressed and burnt out. But when you are grateful that you do have your family, you do have your health, your spouse is coming home. So appreciate what you do have, because that will not only kind of shift your perspective, but also it will attract more abundance and more happiness into your life the more that you are grateful for. Talk about guardian. It says, we are watched over and supported constantly. We are surrounded by vast networks of fairies, divas, nature spirits, and angels whose love and support is unconditional and pure. The incredible depth with which we are loved is unfathomable. So basically, you're being watched over and protected and supported. It may be angels, it may be spirit guides, it may be, great grandma that you've never met that passed away before you were born, but her prayers are still protecting you. Your ancestors are still looking out for you, is what I'm getting from this. Nature spirits, fairies, however you want to call it, there are beings on the spiritual realm that are looking after you and looking out for you. It might be that gut feeling that you don't really want to go down that dark alley, and that's what keeps you safe. But it's manifested in different ways by different entities. So, but that gives me hope that through all of this, you're still protected, and your gratitude will bring forth rewards. And then you've got meditation. I love this card. It looks so peaceful. Let's see what meditation says. It says, still your mind and calm your soul. By meditating, you can feel the pulse of nature and the flow of the universe through your body. Slow down, and you will hear your gentle wisdom, the quiet whispers which you can only hear when you are quiet and still. I think what this is saying is you need to slow down. You're doing too much. Slow down, still your mind, take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And be still on the inside. Quiet your mind. And that will allow the pulse of nature and the flow of the universe to go through your body. It will help you be grounded and centered, and you'll be like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Instead of running around with it like a chicken with your head cut off, you'll have this peace and this stillness that, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be. And I think that will be very helpful for you, is to, you may have to lock yourself in a closet, hide from your kids, turn off your phone, whatever you got to do. But I think when you make that time and space for just a few minutes of quiet, my grandmother used to say, I'm about to go home and let the quietness roar in my ear. And I've had days where I could not relate to that anymore. It was just, the most relatable thing that I could remember her saying. So yeah, go home and let the quietness roar in your ear. All right. I think that's it for our card readings, but I wanted to do something with these little charms here because I think they're cute, and I've seen some other readers use charms. Another reader I like, her channel is called Charmed Intuition, and I think it's Charmed Intuition Tarot, and she is fabulous. And so I was kind of inspired by her. So with these little charms, I think I'm just gonna throw some out here and see what happens. All right, wow. Let's see. We've got crosses, we've got a unicorn, got an anchor, starfish, I think this is one of the saints. I'm not really sure who. I don't have my glasses on. Got an elephant. We've got a skeleton wearing a sombrero and playing the guitar. We've got another cross with a heart. We've got a lotus. Got another cross. Rose, got a tree, teddy bear, butterflies. Butterflies are always a good sign of transformation. We got leaves. It's important to let things go. We got dolphins, having to do with happiness. Some of these I'm really not sure what they are. Ooh, I like this elephant. It's like Ganesh. We got a compass. Your guides are always there. Got a little girl. Another cross. We've got the Eiffel Tower. The bee. Another elephant. Okay. How many elephants have we come up with? An owl. We've got this elephant, and this elephant, and this elephant. When things happen in threes, that tells me I need to be paying attention. So yeah, there's a ballerina. So whatever these things have meaning for you, then take with you what resonates with you, and if it doesn't, just leave it. Another dolphin. There's a deer, Bambi. There's an angel. Another elephant. Wow. So for me, the elephants are significant because that was my grandmother's power animal. She loved elephants. She had so many pieces of jewelry with elephants. She had dresses that had an elephant print. And that was like her power animal. So I find it neat that those showed up in our reading today. So hi, me mama. Nice to see you. So yeah, when you see things that remind you of past loved ones, I like to think that it's just them popping in to say hi, and that they're still with you, they still love you, they still are watching over you. And like I said before, your guides are watching over you, your ancestors, grandma, whoever it may be, is still watching over you and protecting you. And so I think these are all good things that have come about from this little reading. So anyway, like I said, take with you what applies to you, what resonates with you, and leave the rest. Let me know what happens. Let me know what you think about it. Put it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit share, whatever you want to do. And I hope you have a fabulous Wicked Wednesday.